Hello, kids. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're thrilled to share something incredibly exciting that will leave you feeling happier. Today, we delve into an ancient tale from a book filled with wisdom, the Bible. This isn't just any book, but a treasure trove of stories that have been told and retold for thousands of years. One such story, nestled within its pages, takes us to a far-off land, a land where a father lived with his two sons. This tale, my friends, is famously known as the parable of the Prodigal Son. This is found in Luke chapter 15, verses 11 to 32. Now, what's a parable and what do we mean by prodigal, you ask? A parable is a simple story used to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson. And this particular parable, the Prodigal Son, is a tale of two brothers, choices made and lessons learned. It's a story that teaches us about forgiveness, love, and understanding. A prodigal, on the other hand, is someone who spends money or resources recklessly, often in a wasteful or extravagant manner. So, buckle up as we journey back in time to this fascinating tale of forgiveness and love. Once upon a time, there was a man who had two sons. The younger son decided to venture out into the world. Filled with dreams of adventure and excitement, he approached his father with a request. He asked for his share of the family inheritance, hoping to use it to fuel his journey. The father, though saddened by his son's desire to leave, granted his request. He divided the wealth between his sons, and the younger one packed his bags, his pockets heavy with his newfound fortune. Embracing the thrill of independence, the younger son set off, leaving the familiarity of his home behind. He chose to live a life of luxury and extravagance, buying whatever caught his eye, feasting on the finest foods, and reveling in the grandeur of his freedom. However, as he spent, his purse grew lighter and lighter until all his inheritance was gone. But soon, the younger son found himself in a dire situation. With his pockets empty and his stomach growling, the younger son realized his mistake. He had squandered all his wealth on frivolous things and ended up in poverty. He was now a far cry from the rich young man he used to be, living lavishly and without a care in the world. Now he was famished, broke, and full of regret. After much reflection, he decided to return to his father's house. Not as the son he used to be, but as a servant. He thought, even my father's servants have more than enough bread to spare, while here I am dying of hunger. So he packed his few belongings and started the long journey back home. As he trudged along, he rehearsed the words he would say to his father. Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired servants. He was ready to face the consequences of his actions. But upon his return, something unexpected happened. His father, who had been waiting and hoping for his son's return, saw him from afar. His heart filled with joy, not anger. He ran to his son, embraced him, and wept. He didn't see a reckless spendthrift who wasted his inheritance. He didn't see a servant. He saw his son, lost and now found, dead and now alive. The father, filled with joy, welcomed his son back with open arms and a loving heart. This ancient tale, my friends, is more than just a story. It brings with it valuable lessons for us all. At the heart of the parable of the prodigal son, we find three key lessons: forgiveness, love, and the value of second chances. Let's begin with forgiveness. The father in the story doesn't hold a grudge against his son for his past mistakes. Instead, he welcomes him back with open arms, forgiving him wholeheartedly. This teaches us the importance of forgiveness in our lives. Holding on to anger or resentment doesn't do us any good. Instead, we should learn to forgive, just like the father in the story. Next, we see the power of love. Despite the son's actions, the father's love for him never waned. It was constant, unwavering, and unconditional. This reminds us that love isn't about what we can get from others, but what we can give to them. Lastly, the story shows us the value of second chances. The son made mistakes, yes, but he also realized his faults and returned home, seeking forgiveness. He was given a second chance to make things right. This teaches us that it's never too late to make amends and start afresh. Remember, God loves you, and He is always ready to forgive you and accept you back. Indeed, the parable of the prodigal son reminds us all about the power of forgiveness and the enduring love within families. Until the next story, take these lessons to heart and let them guide your actions. Thanks for joining us today, friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest adventures. See you next time. From Esther and Enoch, bye.